Hello, I'm here making my Saturday video. This week is coming out stories, so I guess you could just start from the beginning. Yeah, I'm playing music. I guess you could just start from the beginning, as my mom has a theory that I used to cry, like I cried a lot when I was a baby, but it was always because I was really uncomfortable. And before, she thought, maybe I was too hot, maybe I was too cold, things like that, like in the crib and outside. But now she thinks, she's like, you know what, you were probably really uncomfortable with your body back then. And I think it's right, because, even now, like, if I'm feeling dysphoric, I get the same feeling of when I was little and I was really upset and crying, and I would just kind of get a really overwhelming feeling. So, I guess that's when it started. My mom always let me dress myself, so, by the time I was like 4 or 5, I started, picking out my own clothes, and of course I went right to the boys' clothes. Boys' toys, very tough mentality, like a guy mentality, things like that. And she said to her friends and our family and stuff like that, they're like, well, aren't you worried about him? What if he's gonna grow up to be gay or whatever? She's like, well, either we have a gay person or he's transgender. And yeah, so, but there was no you couldn't really tell back then. So then, just skip, that went from all the way to like, 7 years old to like probably middle school, like 7th grade. 7th grade, I got my first serious boyfriend, and we dated for like 6 months, and I used to wear, like, before, I wouldn't give anything away, because, like, in middle school, they used to make more fun of me for, like, being guyish, so I wouldn't wear guy clothes, because nothing fit, because I was really small, but I would wear athletic wear, like, soccer stuff, because I was really, like, so, that was, like, my cover-up. Like, I wouldn't be girly, but I wouldn't be guyish, I'd be right in the middle. So, then, when I got my first boyfriend, like, we were just kind of, like, best friends, and it was kind of like that, but we ended up breaking up, and after that, my sister, who's, like, really, really girly, she's my twin sister, she was like, you gotta start being girly and things like that. So it was, like, a whole year where I tried to dress, like, girly, like, short shorts, tank tops, straightening my hair, things like that, and it didn't work. It really didn't. I was, like, really, really depressed and things like that, and that's when I went into freshman year of high school. I went back to wearing athletic wear because I didn't really come out as, like, gay yet, and I didn't want to, so, whole freshman year I was really, really depressed, and I didn't really talk to anyone, didn't hang out with anyone, because I didn't want to associate with, like, guys or anything, because I couldn't be their friend, I had to be, like, flirty or whatever, and I didn't want to do that. So then, came the end of freshman year, I got the courage, I came out to all my friends. Of course, they were okay with it, because at Cherokee, which is where I go to, they're really, really, liberal, I guess you could say. Yeah, my family's in the background, so you might hear them. They're very, very open and non-judgmental. It's, like, the best school to go to ever. So, yeah. I came out, and then I cut my hair literally a day after school got out. That whole summer, I had my short hair. I was, like, I wore all guys' clothes, and I was so happy. So happy. Came that year, fall time, my sophomore year. I met a girl. We dated for, like 3 months, and in the relationship, she started calling me, like, her girlfriend, and she, and, like, things like that. And when we would do stuff, like, I would do things to her, but it would feel really, really uncomfortable, so I started questioning it. Like, I still didn't feel good with myself. And so I did some research on YouTube. I was, like, obsessing over all the videos and stuff like that. Hold on. I would obsess over, like, videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and I was like, I texted her one day, or I was Snapchatting her. I was like, I think I'm transgender. She goes, yeah, I think you are too. And I was like, and then that's when she would, like, start to get really mad at me, like, she's like, look, I know you're trans, I know you're hurting, but you're my girlfriend, so you need to be my girlfriend. And I was like, dip. So that's when we broke up, and, it didn't really hurt. I didn't care at all. yeah, I got with, there was another girl, and then I met my current girlfriend, who is the love of my life, and is laying right here, sleeping, 'cause she's a little sleepy. And she had the best reaction I've ever gotten from anyone. I was so nervous to tell her because she, at the time, was identifying as just gay. And so I was like, shit, maybe she won't like guys. If I come out as a guy, she won't like me anymore. But literally, I told her, and she was just like, so? I don't care. And she's my rock, literally. Like, anything, every time I have any dysphoria, anything like that, it really helps. Like, she really helps. Like, she's a shoulder to cry on. She's always there to talk to me. She always knows what to say, and I love her very much. Yeah, so if you go back, like, when I broke up with my other girlfriend that was not accepting, that's, like, a week after I told her, I came up to my mom over the phone. I didn't say I'm trans, but I said I want gender therapy. And so that happened. I'm not seeing him anymore. It's not really need him anymore. I'm more independent now. But yeah, so she was really, really upset because at first she was accepting, but she was really, really hard because I am a track, like, I don't know, I was on varsity, and like I could get a full ride like my freshman year if I wanted for track for college. And so all she was focusing on was like seeing that crumble beneath her, because that was like her plan for me, because I have a twin sister, so my sister doesn't play sports, so she was kind of counting on me to get the scholarship to, like, so she would only have to pay for one kid to go to college, because she's like basically a single mom. So that was really devastating for her. And for a while she wasn't not accepting, but she would like take out her anger on me. And so that's where we like became a little distant, but we came together again when I said that I was gonna I'd run track. Like if I could run as a guy, I'd run. I'd totally run, and I'm doing it right now. So she's a therapist, and she's very organized and very good with talking to people and things like that. So she's basically my manager. She makes all my doctor's appointments, drives me my therapist thing, she takes me to transgender activist meetings, she's getting me interviews to make a film about me, like, she's on top of it, so we're really, really close now. And so, yeah, that's basically my coming out story. I've been on T for like 3 weeks now. Okay. Yeah, I've been on T for like 3 weeks now, and so it's good. She's trying to get me my top surgery in August this summer, and yeah, so life is pretty good. I have the privilege of growing up in a very open house. Pronouns were never really a problem, and they try their hardest. My whole family loves me, and so did my friends. I didn't lose any friends. Yeah, so it's my coming out story. I will see you next Saturday.